my brother was actually serving in the Paris, France mission at the time when I got my mission call. And it was, in my mind, I was just like, okay, I know there's one place on earth that I'm not going, and that's Paris, France, because my dad went there when he was a missionary, and my brother was there at that specific moment in my life. Okay, and so I figured if there was one place, you know what, it's not going to be Paris. And then everybody's around. I remember it like it was yesterday. Everybody's around. I'm in the kitchen, and my dad, I actually drove down. I think it was 8 to 10 hours straight through the night to be able to get there the morning after my call came in the mail, because I was up in Idaho working, and I drove down with a buddy of mine, and we drove straight through the night. We drove all night. We took turns driving so we could get there in the morning, and we got there because I had my mom set it all up with the family, because my dad was on a business trip in Bangkok, Thailand, and so I had her set it all up. We had the time and everything. We got there in, an hour or two before everything was supposed to happen. My buddy and I, we just crashed on my bed. And then we woke up and just had everybody come over. And I remember I had my bishop, all my buddies, I had family members that were around, I had my girlfriend that was there. It's just like, everybody was there, and everybody was on the phones, just the whole deal. And so I take it out and I read that I was going to the Paris, France mission, and in my head I was just like, you've got to be kidding me right now. There's no way on earth that this is happening. And then so I read it, and I just throw it on the counter. I'm just like, you know what? This is awesome. Like, I don't have to learn another language. Like, we're good, because I grew up speaking French. My mom is French. And so I was just like, hey, you know what? I got this easy. Like, this is good. And then as I was talking to some of my buddies, my mom comes around behind me with my call, and she says, you got to finish reading this. It's not done. And I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm going to France. There's like, what else is there to know? And so she brings it around, and I read it without reading it out loud, and I'm just like, you have got to be joking me right now. And so I get everybody to quiet down again, and I finish reading it, and it says, you're called to the Paris, France mission, Spanish speaking. And at that moment, my mind was just, it was blown. I had no idea what to think. Like, I knew a couple words in Spanish, but that's about it. Like, I didn't know a lot of things in French, actually. I didn't know just the usual terms growing up, being around the family and stuff. But to say the least, it caught me off guard. We'll say that.